Hello, John Thompson fans. John Thompson here, back here with another YouTube video. Today we're doing my Week 1 predictions for NFL 2019 regular season. Let's kick it off. It's finally here. Let's go. Let's start Thursday night. Bears-Packers. Bears win. Bear defense. Packers did upgrade a little bit. But Bears just best defense arguably in the league, so Bears, I just choose the win, and it's in Chicago. That being said, that's Thursday night game, which is great. Now let's just get to our 1 o'clock games, or a bunch of our 1 o'clock. I just call them my Sunday games. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go down the line of Sunday games, starting off with the AFC Sunday games, and then we'll do the NFC Sunday games, and then we'll get into our other Sunday games and stuff like that. That being said, we have Titans-Browns. I think the Browns win that game versus the Titans. I think the Titans don't really have much of anything, and the Browns have really upgraded. Ravens-Dolphins. Ravens destroy the Dolphins very easily. That's just how it should be. Chiefs-Jaguars. I think the Chiefs should lose this game. Now, I think the Jaguars are the better team. Not the better team. I just think the Jaguars defense is going to do something versus Pat Mahomes. I think Pat Mahomes is coming in thinking like he's the superstar now. He got all this hype, and then he's going to ride on his back. Realize it's week 1. He hasn't played football in forever, and he's going to not do as hot as people think he's going to. And the Jaguars are going to take advantage of that, and they're going to attack him and win, per se. Next game, Jets-Bills. Jets win this game. They've done more than the Bills, and they're pretty much looking like one of those teams to where possibly playoff spot can happen. Maybe if they play their cards right. Who knows? Let's see here. Now on the NFC side for these 1 o'clock games, Redskins versus Eagles. Eagles probably will win this game. Redskins have Case Keenum starting as quarterback, who isn't bad, but he's more of a backup quarterback than anything, if you really think about it. He's not really anything special besides being, I guess, backup quarterback. They have a great running game. Their wide receivers are meh. Defense was alright, the Redskins, but the Eagles are just... Carson Wentz is pretty much the guy who's can possibly lead them to another Super Bowl if they have the talent. So yeah, there's that. Let's start. Then we'll have Rams-Panthers. Rams are going to easily win this game. Panthers are meh, but the Panthers are one of those teams where you can't really choose when they really win. It's hard to choose the Panthers to win or lose a game because they're one of those teams where they'll surprise you. But the Rams, this should be a no-brainer. Rams, if Gurley starts off hot, there's no ending his fire, if that makes sense. So yeah, so the next game that's 1 o'clock, or our last 1 o'clock game, is Falcons-Vikings, pretty much known as Falcons-Vikings, or, Falcons versus Vikings is probably the best game. Not best game, it's going to be an interesting game. Both teams, Vikings are a good playoff contender. Falcons are one of my picks to win the division, personally. I just think the Falcons are going to bounce back now, and they're going to win. I think they win this game versus the Vikings, and that's really all I have to say about that. So yeah, there's that. The next game we have are 4 or 5 games, whatever games they are, and that will be AFC will start with the Colts and the Chargers. Colts, I think, will win this game. Chargers, it really comes down to I don't think Melvin Gordon's playing. I think he's still sitting out, which means can they have a good, decent running back? Do they have a good running back corps behind that? Can Philip Rivers really play how he did last year? Because Philip Rivers, that was like his one good year. You don't really hear Philip Rivers. He's like the one guy who's like oh yeah, I was drafted with like Big Ben and Eli, and you don't talk about him. Eli Manning, even you talk about, Eli, you talk more bad stuff, but even you're talking more about him than you do Philip Rivers. So he just kind of hasn't done much for the Chargers. So I don't see him doing much, even versus a Jacoby Brissett led Colts. So that being said, for our AFC versus NFC games, which I understand why Week 1 they have these, but you know what? I don't. You know what? You do you. I personally think it should be AFC versus AFC and NFC versus NFC for these weeks, but I'm not in charge of that. So yeah, we'll have the Bengals Seahawks, otherwise known as the Seahawks versus a bye week, because the Bengals are losing this like 100 points to 0. They're probably not going to score. If they do score, it's going to be like a touchdown by Joe Mixon. That's it. Yeah. So that being said, yeah, Seahawks win. That's a no-brainer. All right, and then we have Niners Buccaneers. I choose the Niners. Even though the Buccaneers are looking hot, I still think the Niners are just going to overall have a better team. They have a decent offense if they have stayed healthy. They have a playoff team if they can stay healthy. And Jimmy G, he does have a lot of hype. I think he just needs to. I think they just need people. I think he need. As long as he doesn't get caught up with the hype, and as long as he understands that he can win games, yeah, I think he can do it. Just don't. So I feel like the hype to people brings, like, I feel like that's the same with the Browns. The Browns are going to do something, and then they're going to lose it, and people are going to be like, where did all this hype go? And yeah, you'll truly see people's true colors and stuff like that as the bandwagons leave, and all that are left are the Browns fans that are originally there, and there's like no one, because who wants to be a Browns fan? Unless you're in Cleveland. But why live in Cleveland? Live somewhere else. It's much better for you. So yeah, Niners. There you go. Yeah, Lions Cardinals. I don't understand why this isn't a 4 or 5 game. I'd rather see either Jets Bills or Jags Chiefs. Titans Browns. Even I'd want to see more than this game at 4:25. But you know what? Oh well. Lions Cardinals. I think Cardinals win this. Honestly, this one's just a shot at the dark. Both teams are garbage. So Cardinals Lions. There's your answer. Yeah, Giants Cowboys. Cowboys are winning this. It's Cowboys versus Giants. It's pretty much Barkley versus the Cowboys defense, because Eli's garbage. If Drew, whatever his name, I don't even know what his name is. If he's playing, they're still garbage. They're pretty much garbage nonetheless. So yeah, I'm gonna say Cowboys win this. Let's just say that. So yeah, and now getting into our Sunday night game, Steelers Patriots. I say Steelers win this. I say what happens. Patriots release their banner, their 6-time Super Bowl champ banner. They draw this hype up, saying yeah for the fans, and the Steelers put on a show and stun them. Week 1 in their own house, and people see the Steelers aren't playing anymore. And when all the critics start criticizing, saying, oh yeah, blah blah blah, this that, saying, the ones, because they all say that, oh yeah, we can't win without AB and Lev Bell. Well, now we'll show them that yes, we can win without AB and Lev Bell, and we'll do it by taking out the big beast, the Super Bowl champs. That being said, I think Steelers win this game. And to our Monday night games, we'll have the Broncos Raiders, which is garbage, and the Broncos will win that because the Raiders are garbage. And honestly, I can care less about this game. This shouldn't even be a Monday night game. There's tons of other games I'd see as a Monday night game, like Eagles Redskins. I can see as a Monday night game. That would be decent. I'd watch. Chiefs Jaguars. I'd see as a Monday night. That can be a decent game. I'd watch. But other than that, not Raiders and Broncos. I just don't understand it. And yeah, last game, Texans Saints. Saints win that game. Texans just made a bunch of crappy trades, so yeah, the Saints are definitely winning that game. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, it. I guess, like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. They'll, show friends, make, hang out, John Thompson saluting off.